Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to show you how I caught a simple continuation trade yesterday on NQ and how you can do the same with simple steps, simple process, right? So you can see it here. This is a trade, a long position from here to here. And let's head directly to the charts and show you the logic behind it. So this is price action from NQ. Beautiful day, trend day, direction all day. This is the days that you want to really participate in and put in some risk behind, right? So let's start from the higher time frame just to get the bigger picture. So overall we were bullish. This right here was a continuation sweep, manipulation to the downside. We will be below this low. This is not a break of structure because overall, how you know that? Because overall we are bullish. Simple as that, right? It happens all the time. It happened below this low, continuation sweep, below this low, right? Here, every single time it happens. So of course the target is this all-time high. This is from a higher time frame perspective, but you can see that the lower time frames are also following the same logic, right? Now if we zoom in, right, again pretty much the same logic. Continuation sweep here, another continuation sweep here, and also here, right? You're gonna now go to the lower time frames, right? So this is a very important concept that you need to be aware of and pay attention to. This is your cue to look for longs or shorts based on the current trend. Again, one more time here, you can see it happens every time. This is from Wednesday. And let's go to the 5 minutes. So here I was looking for the same thing here. This is before equity open, 9:30. I was looking for manipulation below this low right here, just because it was too obvious, these lows right here and below this whole unmitigated zone, right, or partially mitigated. So this was an obvious liquidity sweep. It didn't happen, but I believe that it happened here, but I believe there was, let me see. No. Yeah, so exactly, this was an SMT. ES did take this low, right? Sometimes it happens on NQ, sometimes on ES, but it didn't happen, and you can see beautiful expansion to the upside. Now let's head to 10:30 or 10 a.m. and see what happened, right? We are looking for longs, guys. Always keep that in mind. We are looking for longs. That means we are looking for continuation sweeps and then something bearish to get violated in order for us to take it higher to the previous high, before the pullback, right? For example, this, maybe a sweep here and then something gets violated here, something bearish, in this case this candle, this bullish candle in a downtrend, it keeps price, it pushes price to the downside. In this case it got violated and the next target is this. So the same thing here, you can see it. I'm using only lines and boxes, that's it. So what happened here? Let's go to the 1 minute for that. So the same thing happened, a continuation sweep here. All this is a down manipulation leg into this zone and rotate it to the upside, right? So for me there was nothing in here high probability, maybe this one, but I wasn't in the chart right now. I start at 10:30. So but this was right here a potential setup that you can take to the next or the previous low or high, right? One more time, we're looking for the same thing, pullback, continuation sweep, and then the next target, which is this one. So what happened here? We traded to the downside, we swept this, all right, but sweep, we need something to get violated. Nothing important got violated here, so we don't have the trigger to take it to the next high. So what happens? One more time. So what you can see here is that after the sweep, this was the bullish candle that was supposed to get broken in order for us to trade higher, right? And you can see that price rejected from it, so it's not the time to take price higher, right? Just like it happened here. So that candle on the 15-minute, I guess, it is a series of candles on the 1 minute. It got violated right here. You can see that it pushed price 1 here, and then price was too strong and violated that high, right? And that whole block. So same thing here. Now what happens here? We traded to the downside and we swept this low right here one more time. We're still inside this block. And then we have something interesting in here. So we have this, now this bullish candle, right? Let's remove this, the previous one. Now we have this bullish candle that is responsible for pushing price to the downside. It pushed it here and it's still pushing price to the downside. So we need for price to violate this in order for us to trade to here. You can see a lot of rejections. We have sweeps here. So the thing is, one of these two is going to get violated. Either this one, this sweep, which is violating this low, or this sweep, which is violating this high, right? When one of these two gets violated, there's a good chance that we're going to trade in that direction. So if price violated this low right here and this zone, there's a good chance that we're going to trade lower, potentially to mitigate lower prices or imbalances here, but also there is this wick to balance, to mitigate. And you can see that it happened later on here. Price came back to that wick. Now if we violate this, we're going to trade to the next target, the next logical target, which it happened exactly here. We violated that. I was waiting for a full closure just to be sure, right? I could have taken it here, but I wanted to see a closure below or above this whole zone. Happened here. I took my entry from here. Now the stop loss, I could either put it all the way here to be sure, but this is not optimal because first of all, the target is this, right? This high. The best case scenario is here, right? Just above it. I don't want to target this. This is nothing in here. I'm not gonna go all the way to the left and look to justify this TP, because the logical thing to do is to put it here or just above it. This stop loss is not good. I can't put it here, right? And for this stop loss, this is not a valid setup, right? So what I can do is find another area that I can put my stop loss below it. We can see that price swept this low, right? And traded to the upside. So we can put it here, right? We have a sweep. When you see a sweep, there's a good chance that price will not go below it, or it will come back to here, because there is nothing in here in order for it to travel below it and then reverses. So there's a good so this is a good level to put your stop loss below, right? And you can target either the high or put break even on price, take the high to avoid sweeps. Price sweeps this and then travel to the downside, or just above it like this, right? And this was the process of this trade. You can see that everything is clear, simple, right? Just put in some logic behind your thought process, and the most important thing is to know where to not participate, right? You don't have to push your edge on every single environment, right? For example, I believe yesterday Let me for example here, I know that a lot of people got cooked in here in this price action, but there is absolutely nothing in here that suggests we're going somewhere. You can see that we have sweeps here, we have sweeps here, we have another sweep here. This is a range, right? And it's not easy to trade. Yes, it got the rules, but the thing is that this is not hard, but a lot of people try to apply their trend following strategy in it. That's why it's hard for a lot of people. They're not playing by its rules, okay? And you can see that on the PM session, or just after 12, beautiful trend day to this, right? You can see the logic behind that high got taken. If we go to the 1 hour, that manipulation leg right here, the sweep, and this is the next target, and this one, right? So this was the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you have any further questions, DM me in my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.